side to side, without you by my side, my side, my side, without you by my side. One time from side to side. Peekaboo, I see you, peekaboo, I see you, looking at me, looking at you. Hold up, where you going? What you doing? Who you seeing? What you need? What you want? I said, without you by my side, my side, my side, without you by my side. One time from side to side. Without you by my side, I can't go outside. Without you by my side, I can't go outside. Without you by my side, I can't go outside. One time from side to side.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with GEC NASCAR. We're going to be out here at Michigan for the NPC Cup Series. This is going to be race number race number 4 of the playoffs, second to the last race before the end of the season, before we crown a champion. This is going to be an exciting race. I cannot wait to see what these guys can do, especially with all the pressure that is currently going to be on the track tonight. Raymond Hanneman coming back as a part-time driver. He's a 2-time champion for GEC, coming out, showing everybody what he's got. He's going to have the fastest time on the track right at the moment. But like as always, guys, it's me up in the booth and Austin Swanson. Austin, how we doing?
Doing great. Excited to be here at what I consider a more normal track. And like I was telling you earlier, it's nice to see some stress-free driving out there as well. I'm excited to see some speed tonight.
Well, and as we come into the second to the last race, and these playoff drivers, you know, all of them are pretty close in points, all the way back, I believe, until 5th place. You know, there's got to be a point where you really look at the season and say, okay, time to buckle in. I need to focus. Last 2 races of the season definitely is going to be that point, I believe.
Oh, definitely.
But, and as always, we have the wonderful Jessica Childs up in the booth as well. Jessica, how we doing?
I'm doing good, Jamie. How are you?
We are doing fantastic. Again, just super excited to be here out at Michigan today. Last Tuesday at the truck race, you were out there with us. You did a little bit of racing yourself. The competition, obviously, not as fierce as the Cup Series, but those guys, they were out there just running really, really hard. What was your experience last Tuesday?
I thought it was a really good race, actually, until I got pushed into the wall and then had some damage. But, yeah, it's fun being out there. This is one of my favorite tracks.
It's a similar to a plate track in the straights, but the corners really matter. I don't know. I like to ride high on Michigan. Michigan is definitely a better track to be able to ride the wall and come out of that corners pretty fast. But some people, they take it a little bit differently. Some people go down to the bottom and rip it up through the top coming out of the corner. So we'll see what happens tonight. But I think that's probably going to eat those tires up a little bit more if they ride that bottom side. And then it makes it a little bit harder to ride the top side once you have to. I'd rather go to the top and then to the bottom if I had to, but who knows?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a really good race tonight.
Let's see here. We got
Welcome back.
Cup Series. So last week's race results for the Cup Series, Thomas Coonan coming out in that 23 scrubbing bubbles, taking it home at North Wilkesboro, doing an amazing job for him and his team. Shane Cochran coming in 2nd place in that 86, just amazing finish by the both of those guys. If you weren't there, go back and watch it. It was just an awesome finish by those guys. And then you got 66, which unfortunately is not going to be here tonight, of Caleb Ellswick. He came in 3rd place, taking home another podium for IT and out. Did a really great job in the playoffs. Unfortunately, without him being here tonight, that is going to make him fall back in the point stats. But who knows, man? One more race to go. If he goes home with a bunch of points next race, he could at least try to take home his podium back. But we'll have to see when we go out to Miami next week. So gearing up to Miami as we're talking about it. Austin, going to be the end of the season. Can't believe we're here, but now that we are here, Miami is going to be the crown jewel of season 6 for the NPC Cup Series. What kind of aggression do you think we're going to see for them to want to take that one home tomorrow, next week?
Oh, we're definitely going to see more speed than we ever have before, especially with how compact the playoffs have been this season. I know we've talked a lot about Coonan and some of the finishes that he's had, but up until that win last race, that lead he was holding at the top of the pack was slim at best, and I know those next couple spots are all within 10 to 20 points of each other. So very, very tight racing, especially coming into a track like Homestead, where we have seen some incredible performances from our drivers. Notably, one that I know Ellswick would love to hear me call out, where he swept every single bonus point he could from that race to take the championship at one point back in season 3. What a race from him, and I'm expecting to see some same racing next week from a lot of our playoff drivers.
Yeah, and that amazing season, season 3, yeah, awesome season, man.
Yeah.
Just a lot of old GEC drivers out there. Man, I really miss it, I'm not going to lie. I was out there at one point and ripping around for season 3, but now we're up here watching these guys take it home, and I'm really happy to see where we've come from season 3 to now, guys, and I appreciate both of you for being here every week, and all these guys being here every week. It's a huge undertaking to do something like what we're doing, and it's really exciting to see, and everybody stepping up to the plate and getting it done.
Absolutely, brother. Well, we appreciate you being here. We know how much you love Michigan, and well, how a lot of the tracks that we run here, and we know how much you love to be in the car. So, yeah, thank you to you as well for being here and putting this on every single week, running this broadcast like no one other. And we know you're going to get your shot in a car this weekend at the 24 hours. So all eyes will be on that as well.
Yeah, I've been practicing all week for the 24-hour Le Mans. That's coming up. Also, Watkins Glen 6 hours coming up. Those guys are planning on doing that as well. Unfortunately, I don't know if I'm going to be part of the Watkins Glen 6 hour, but I have been just killing myself trying to get ready for this 24-hour Le Mans. It's one of the most iconic races in the world, and I'll tell you, I want to go out there and do a good job, but I want to make sure I'm consistent and I don't ruin the car for everybody else. I got 4 other drivers to worry about. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're out here at qualifying right now. These guys are laying down some laps. First one on the roster is going to be Hanneman with a 37.8, but Cochran and Krozak take that away quite quickly. This is going to be their in lap. Their out lap should be here in a moment. That's where we're really going to start to see those guys pile into the spots that they're going to be in. It looks like Hanneman's already off the track. I think that was his out lap. So that's going to put him in the 5th position starting Michigan. Krozak up at the top spot right now, 37.63. And then you got Aaron Yancey right behind him at 37.71. Still a lot of drivers have not gotten on the track yet. Looks like Cheshire, Wilson, Lons, Marian Kunin, Openchowski, and Culleton all have not gotten on the track. Millen out there, he's going to be riding in the 9th spot. Krozak, he's out of the car now, so he's definitely going to be in that top spot if nobody can take it away. Barrow, he's going to be out there running around 3rd right now underneath Aaron Yancey. Aaron Yancey, and it looks like he may be taking a pole position for the first time this year. Congratulations to him, man. They've been working really hard as a team, and I really am happy to see those guys doing a good job. So as we get down to it, we'll go ahead and talk about who's your pick. Jessica Childs, who you got for tonight?
I'm going with McMillan tonight.
The 68, McMillan. All right, hey, yeah. That's a fair pick. McMillan.
I like his car.
Yeah, he definitely has a great paint job out there. Let's go ahead and take a look. Oh, we can't even take a look at it, unfortunately. He's off the track, but yeah, absolutely. I'm excited to see what McMillan can do tonight. He's been improving since season 1, and I look forward to seeing him take home his first victory.
Yeah, I think he'll do all right tonight. Kind of a new pick for me, so we'll see what happens.
Oh, absolutely. All right, Austin, who you got?
Oh, I'm going to have to go for one of the IT and out guys. My normal pick, Ellswick, not being here tonight. I'm going to actually have to go ahead and put this on the 52, Mr. Campbell, as he himself, hate to quote him here, but whenever Ellswick doesn't show up to a race, apparently he leads laps and he has a better chance of winning races. So I'm going to put my money on Mr. Campbell tonight and see what he can do.
All right, Campbell, another veteran GEC driver coming out every single week for every single season, man. Just dominating force Campbell has been. I specifically remember me and him fighting for it at Darlington in season 3, and I'll tell you, hell of a driver. I'm excited to see what he can do. Yeah, for me, guys, you know what? I'm gonna have to go with Aaron Yancey. He's up there in that 3rd spot. He got some great lap times out there. Unfortunately, his brother Scott is going to be in that 20th position. But yeah, Aaron came out in the 98 in 3rd, so they're really excited to see if he can get in on a podium this race. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so the qualifying is going to be over. You know what that means. We're going to kick it off with our national anthem. Thank you so much for being here, and we'll see you right back out on the track.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back on the track. These guys are going to be kicking it off here at Michigan for the Skidmark Motorsports 300 miles. How do you feel about that, Jessica? 300 miles. That's crazy.
That is crazy. That's a lot of laps.
Well, these guys got it in them. These guys are professionals. They know what they're doing. $150 laps out here at Michigan. What are our stages, Austin?
We're looking at 40 and 90.
40 and 90, so that leaves a 60 lap 3rd stage. Not bad at all. That's like at least two pit stops. Here we go. It's going to be the number 8 of Krozak and Kunin up front. Teammates. Aaron Yancey is going to be behind that number 8, pushing him forward, and then Barrow, my old teammate, is going to be right there in the number 4 behind Kunin. Let's see who can get a good start. Looks like Cochran's starting up front. Unusual. Normally he works his way from the back, but it looks like he's going to be starting up front today. All right, ladies and gentlemen, pace car is off the track. These guys are going to battle it out on the front stretch of Michigan. Here we go to the restart zone. Green flag. As you can see, these guys are spreading out all up through that front side right there. Bunch of 3 wide. A little bit of contact with the wall for one of the drivers. Wow, they are booking it through those turns. Looks like we got a bunch of drivers already choosing to ride that high side. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what's going out front. 23 is going to be up in the top spot right at the moment. Thomas Kunin, he's going to be in front of his teammate Tyler Krozak. Oh, it looks... Sounds like we got a bunch of shifting going on in the points here. Caution is out. It's going to involve a bunch of drivers. Oh, man. That's too early to have a crash like that. Let's go back to Shane Cochran and see what happened. Oh, it looks like his car got upset. Got into Lynch there. They're going to be grinding to a halt on that backstretch, unfortunately. Man, that was terrible. See all the drivers involved in that. Cochran, Lynch, Campbell, Menchaca, Elliott, and Lawns. Plus Jay Marion was involved. So Jessica, getting involved into something like this early in the race, are you opting to use that fast repair, or are you just going to try to get it fixed the best you can during your pit stops?
I'm just gonna try and get it repaired. You know, hoping you don't have too much damage, because you got enough laps, I think, you know, to get it repaired. But depends how many cautions you have too.
Yeah, if they go green flag for quite a while, it could cause you to drop back pretty far. It is a gamble, but man, using your fast repair this early in the race is definitely not what you want to have to do.
No, not at all. It's pretty early to have a caution.
Looks like we got a few drivers that went into the pits. McCabe, Yancey, Cochran, Lynch, Clinton, and Marion all went into the pits. Well, these guys are going to re-rack them. Looks like Kunin and Krozak, Barrow and Brom, McMillan up front in the 5th spot. What do you think about that?
Because he has a good-looking car.
That's right. Well, it looks like these guys are going back to double file here in a moment. As soon as we cross this checkered line, Kunin opting for the bottom line, 8 up top. Looks like we're going to get a pretty similar restart that we had last time, except for Barrow is now down low and the 41 is up high. Looks like Yancey dropped back to 10th.
Probably because you jinxed him.
Or no. Aaron Yancey, the one I picked, is all the way. Might be a lap down. Nah, it looks like he's catching up now. And he's on the lead lap, but he's down 18 spots. That's alright, he's got it. He can do it. I believe it. There is no curse.
Hey, the only person behind him in the results is my pick.
Oh, Campbell. Oh my goodness. Looks like Cochran's back there. Elliott is now back there as well. Being involved in that accident, they're gonna have to work their way from the from the back to the front. Cochran's starting up here in 5th or 6th, man. That's hate to see that for him this early in the race. Here we go. Pace car is pulling off the track, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to go back green flag racing here at Michigan for the Skidmark Motorsport 300. Green flag. Not as much spread as we seen last time. These guys are going to be trying to take it easy after that. Normally these guys are good at filing it out at least until the last stint before they start pushing really, really hard. But it does look like Coonan got himself a decent little jump on everybody. He's now working his way with a 0.5 gap on that second place of Plaza, his teammate. Morrow still in 3rd. Dustin Haynes falling back a little bit. Looks like he's having a slight connection issue. Here we go. Those drivers are going to be trying to pass on the outside to make sure they get a little bit of momentum to see if they can get past that 3 car. 54, Ashley is going to be on the outside. Ashley and Cheshire. Oh, 3 almost making contact with the 54 there. He's going to have to be careful. 54 trying to avoid any kind of incident with Dustin Haynes. Scott Yancey, he's up from the back to the front. He's working his way into the top 10 right now for the first time tonight. Right there behind Chad Ashley. But that 96, he's going to be right below him. Justin Openchowski looking to do the same thing. As you can see, these drivers are taking all kinds of lines. Ashley up to the top line. 92 was in the middle. Openchowski down to the bottom. You see that momentum that top line just brings. Those guys couldn't even catch back up to Ashley. They might be able to get to him in the corner, but coming out of the corner, there's no way they're going to hold that momentum. Not to be able to pass him anyway. 92 taps that wall a little bit. Lynch now on the inside of Openchowski. Yancey slowing up a little bit. That's going to give the opportunity to Lynch and Openchowski to get on his in and outside 3 wide coming into 3 and 4. They get a little close right there, but oh, they touch. All right, they're good. They're going to go ahead and keep it moving. Close call by the 92 and 96 there. Cade right there behind him looking to make his way in as well. Lynch involved in that last incident. Hopefully he didn't have to use that fast repair. But he's now going to be back up into the top 10, looking to take that 9th spot from Ashley. 92 isn't playing around tonight. He wants to be in the top 10. He is looking for Lynch to make a mistake. 32 up behind the 54, just giving them a little bit of a tap. They're going to be rushing through, trying to catch that number 3. Oh, 92 with a hell of a run right there. Almost up into the wall. A lot of speed into that corner somehow. 96 of Openchowski going to be down low. 35 of McCabe is now going to be catching up to the 92. Looks like Tyler Krozak was able to take the lead away from Thomas Coonan somehow. Coonan looks like he's falling back. Raymond Hanneman now on his back door. Barrow still hunting for that podium top 3 right there. He's going to be in that 4th spot. As long as he keeps continuing to run consistently, I think he's going to be all right. Towards the end of what, season 3, I believe it was? No, the end of season 4. Barrow was killing it at Michigan. Hanneman shoots it way down low, jumping it in front of Coonan right there. Beautiful slide job by Hanneman. Nothing Coonan could do about that. Krozak still up in the lead. He's going to be creating a small gap with all that fighting going on. But Hanneman, he's going to be trying to climb his way up through to the top. Let's see if he can do it. Looks like Coonan catching back up a little bit. Krozak not that far away. Nice little fight for the front here. Here we go towards the back, 92 and Kenneth Gallman fighting it out. 96 still showing his appearance. He's going to be right there behind that 68 of McMillan. McMillan still up into the top 10. McCabe, McMillan, and Openchowski almost 3 wide right there. McCabe is going to concede that spot to the 96 and 71. 96 is Openchowski's got his partner Lawns right there back behind him, but just a couple cars. That could be beneficial for that team of the OCS. McMillan just doing a great job of running tonight. Side by side with Openchowski. Openchowski not able to get by him. 68 fighting hard, trying to keep that spot. Side by side again. 97 and 71 going to be battling it out now as well. Krozak still up front in front of Hanneman. Hanneman trying to make it work, but he is not able to get up to the bumper of that 8 car. '97 sinks back a little bit. Something must have happened right there. He's going to be trying to get up to his teammate Openchowski so they can push a little bit together. Yeah, Jess, it doesn't look like that first caution caused any major incidents. These guys are going to keep it green for now. Lap 19 already.
Did anyone use their fast repair on that first caution?
Oh, I am almost positive. Unfortunately, I don't see that information. I should be able to, but I can't. But I'm positive. Either A, they used it on accident, or B, they had to use it. But I'm sure some of them did. But man, only lap 4 of a 150 lap race here at Michigan. I mean, not what you want to use right away.
Yeah, I've used it on accident before. That sucks.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it'll take it just for a few scrapes on your bumper, and it's just
Yep.
really unfortunate. Doesn't matter what kind of damage it is, any damage at all, it'll take it away. Great battle for top 10 here right now. Ashley fighting off Justin Openchowski, seeing if he can stay in that top 10. Haynes now dropping back to 8th place. He's going to be right up behind the 48 of Cheshire. Cheshire going to be pushing Campbell. Campbell is going to be a lap down. 3 wide with the 96, 54, and 3. Aiden shouting out, let's go 23. Quentin Mully. Hudson Hornet. Yeah? Alright, buddy. I got your Hudson Hornet.
Nice.
Don't worry, I'll get back out there and win me another championship. I came so close in Season 3 taking it home. So close.
I'm telling you, man, Ellswick's performance at Miami really did a damage.
Now, what did me damage was that admin penalty, that 30 points I got hit with for having somebody else call my caution out.
True.
That ultimately ruined my season. I still got a podium in the season, but just not where I wanted to be. Oh, we got a bunch of drivers coming down into pit lane. Brom, Ashley, Cheshire, and Yancey all coming down. Did we get any black flags on that, Austin?
I am not seeing any black flags applied to the drivers, so surprisingly clean pit entry.
Wow. They came in hot, too. As those drivers take their first pit stop, these guys are going to keep it moving. Haynes now dropping down to the bottom of the track. I imagine he's going to be coming into the pits as well. We got Barrow, bunch of drivers coming in. Krozak, Hanneman, Barrow, Haynes, McMillan, Wilson, Harris. All coming down pit lane. Our first pit stop drivers are now coming back out on the track. Coonan, Lynch, Gallman, McCabe, and Lons are now up into the top 5. Lon's able to somehow get in front of his teammate, Justin Openchowski. I'm not sure what happened there. Openchowski's still falling back a little bit. Cochran now passing him. Cochran is going to be making his way back up into the top 5 as well. We got some more pitters. Coonan, Lynch, Gallman coming down in. That's going to give the lead to... That is going to give the lead to the 35 of McCabe. He's going to have Andrew Lons, Cochran, and Openchowski right behind him. Not sure how much longer those guys are going to be able to stay out. Let's take a look. Cabe still trying to maintain out there. He's going to be coming up on the backside of Campbell right now. Campbell still going to be a lap down. This may put him a couple laps down after this. He's going to want to stay in front of McCabe. Cabe with the 97 looking down low. 86 of Cochran also creeping up. 33 of Lynch is back out there, but Lynch, he's going to be a lap down from those pit stops. Coming out right behind our leaders. This is going to separate the track heavily, because these leaders are going to have to come down and pit here eventually. It looks like Cochran, Menchaca, Lons, and Elliott decide to pit. McCabe and Marion still out on the track. Only 2 drivers not to pit so far. Marian's going to be a little bit further behind McCabe, but here he comes. McCabe down into pit lane. Marion as well. After this, all of our drivers will have pitted. And that is going to put Raymond Hanneman back up into the lead again with Thomas Kunin and Krozak behind him. Here we go, Openchowski trying to pass Haynes for that 8th spot. Hanneman finally getting back up towards the front. Looks like Hanneman's going to be now 0.8 in front of 2nd place of Thomas Kunin. And Krozak is going to also be almost a second off of Kunin. So, man, these guys are really spread out. They're all about a second apart. 10 more laps until we get to our stage. These guys pushed it as far as they possibly could. Openchowski still trying to fight off and catch that number 3 of Haynes. Andrew Lawn's now making his way up through to the top 5. Trying to chase down Ashley, but he's going to be about 0.6 off of Ashley as we speak. Lynch, after that incident, back up into the 4th spot. Doing really well for himself, but he's still going to be about 7 seconds off of our leader. Hanneman just having a killer pit stop, but Kunin, he's gaining ground as we speak. '86 and Brom side by side fighting it out back there. They're going to be fighting for that 11th spot. Brom just able to get that slight advantage to be able to pass that 86. '96 still trying to battle it out with that 3 having a connection issue. Finally, he is going to make it past Dustin Haynes. But that is going to put the 7 of Justin Harris near Dustin Haynes. He's going to want to try to get past him as well. Openchowski now got to battle it out with the 52 and 48. Still making his way through the top 10, trying to catch his partner, the 6 of Andrew Lons. Cheshire touches the wall right there. Yeah, this is definitely the kind of racing we expected to see here at Michigan for the Skidmark Motorsports 300. These guys are out here just putting on a show right now. Looks like Thomas Kunin and Raymond Hanneman are going to be battling it out for the lead here in a moment. We'll go ahead and check that out as soon as it happens. Looks like it's about... Oh, it is happening. The 38-23 side-by-side for the lead. Going through the front stretch, coming into 1 and 2. Kunin just able to get a little bit of an advantage right there coming into the turn. Hanneman able to maintain that momentum on that top side. Side by side, they are going to be about a second, 1.4 in front of third place of Krozak. Oh, slide up to 23, up in front of the 85 of Hanneman. He's in that 38 car, but that's the 85. Don't get it wrong. Looks like Hanneman got the better entry on that turn right there. It's going to give him the ability to slide up in front of Coonan. Coonan riding high there. Looked like he touched the wall as well, catching right up to the back of the 38. These guys are neck and neck trying to take that first spot. Hanneman going to be trying to work his way back up in front of that 23. Getting as much room off that turn as he possibly can. Oh, wow. He was all the way down onto the apron for that one. I don't know if he's going to be able to maintain the momentum for it, though. No, he doesn't. 23 is going to go ahead and take the pass back. They're going to continue to battle it out, but we have more battles going on back here. 52, 71, 41. They're going to be fighting it out, trying to catch up to Shane Cochran. Somehow Barrow all the way back into the 16th spot. Must have had something wrong with that pit stop. Not what you wanted to see for Barrow tonight, but he's going to work his way back up through the front. He's going to be all right. Hell of a fight for him this season. Doing an amazing job. On the inside of the 52 right there, he's going to go ahead and pass the 52 for that spot. Going to be up behind Klaus Brahm of the 41. For that Racers for Christ team. Looks like Barrow is favoring that low line. Go check in with the battle up front. Looks like Hanneman was able to get that pass on Coonan. They're now going to be 2 seconds in front of Krozak in that third spot. We have a yellow flag for our stage caution, ladies and gentlemen. That is going to be the end of stage 1. Hanneman, Coonan, Krozak, Lynch, Lons, Openchowski, Ashley, Harris, Cochran, and Cheshire all taking home points for stage 1. So we got a link with the number 4 of Barrow up in the booth. Barrow, how are we doing tonight, buddy?
All right, I'm a little aggravated.
Nah.
I'm doing all right though.
I seen you were running up front for most of the race. I'm not sure if it was like a bad pit stop or what had happened, but moved you.
It was a bad pit. I missed my pit and reset my headset, thinking I was in my pit, and when I come back to, I was past it a little bit. So.
Oh man, so it didn't even pit for you. You just had to back up and go back into it when you got the headset back up and running.
Yeah, I've gotten the right spot. It was only a couple seconds though. It wasn't much.
All right.
It just was enough to put me out where I didn't come out with Hanneman and them. So.
Well, either way, it looks like you've been doing really well tonight. We look forward to seeing you out in that winner's circle, man. No more mistakes. You got this.
I'm trying.
You got this. All right, we'll see you out there, brother.
Yes, sir.
All right, Barrow just explaining what was going on. Him going all the way to the back of the pack right there. But it looks like Hanneman, Coonan, Krozak, Lynch, and Lons for our top 5 coming out of that pit stop. Looks like everybody pretty much pitted. Colton, Wilson, and both Yancey brothers still in the pits. So we got Coonan up in the booth. You got a copy?
Copy.
Coonan, how's it going, man? I know you guys are about to go double file here in a second, but racing up there with Hanneman back and forth, seeing you guys slide in front of each other is quite crazy. What's going through your mind?
It's kind of fun, honestly, racing Hanneman that hard. It's just the constant stupidity of like slide jabbing all the time. It's been quite the fun experience, and we're trying to keep it clean and not lean on each other, of course, and make sure that we're leaving some good race between the two of us. And it feels great to get up there and race hard and do the best we can. Of course, not jeopardizing each other's races and stuff like that.
Nah, you guys are doing a great job, putting on a great show, and keep your head on your shoulders and go out there and try to take a win.
Absolutely, thank you.
Yes, sir. We'll see you out there in the winner's circle, brother.
All right, will do.
All right, Coonan been running up front. Good to hear from him. Sounds like he's pretty optimistic for the end of this race. Going into stage 2, 40 laps in, we still got a lot of racing to go here. 108 laps, 106 laps maybe by the time we go green flag. But man, these guys have been doing a great job. Hanneman and Coonan going to battle it out for this restart going into stage 2. 8 is going to be behind Hanneman, trying to push him through to the start, and 33 of Lynch back up to the front. He's going to be in that 4th spot right behind Coonan. These guys are going to fight it out. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Pace car off the track. These guys are going right to the restart zone, and we're going to go green flag. Racing so far. These guys have been doing an extremely good job of not bringing out those cautions. Let's see what they got for stage 2. Should be some pretty similar racing. Looks like we might have a little bit of 3 wide action right there towards the front. He's fallen back to the pack a little bit. He's now going to be in the 6th position. Openchowski going to be in front of him. Openchowski going to be right there with his teammate Andrew Lons as well. That's going to give the lead to Tyler Krozak. He's going to be up there fighting with his other teammate Thomas Coonan. Krozak already led a bunch of these laps. Let's see what he can do here. See, a lot of these drivers are now opting to that high line. They're noticing that the track is starting to even out on that top side. That's where you're going to save most of your tires, is going to be on that top side up against that wall. 86 now fighting him. 11 now behind the 48 of Cheshire, looking down low to see if he can get on the side of Coonan, or I'm sorry, Cochran and Marion. Oh, the 48. Something happened to Cheshire. Oh, no, no, no. That is going to be a big caution, ladies and gentlemen. Something had happened to Cheshire. Oh, man. Let's see if we can take a better look. Yeah, it started with Cheshire. Looks like Cheshire bounced off the wall and came out and touched the 11. Got real loose out into the 41, unfortunately. Oh, man, what happened right there, though? It looks like Haynes got loose as well. Oh, Haynes and McCabe both got loose at the same time in the same place. Just causing a bunch of chaos and damage. Man, not what you want to see for the beginning of stage 2. We still got 100 laps to go. That was an intense crash. I didn't even see it, but Taj shouting out Ray. He's doing a great job, Taj. He's just sitting back in 6th. Something must have happened on that last restart back there, but he's doing really good. '99 of Culleton up into the top 10 for the first time tonight. He's going to be sitting in that 9th spot. Beautiful Kabuto paint job. We go for our restart. Lynch up on the top side. Krozak down low. 23 is going to be pushing his teammate, the number 8. And then we got Andrew Lawns on the outside pushing Lynch. It's going to be quite interesting. McCabe and Cheshire back into the pits. Oh no. A few of our drivers are still in the pit. Barrow's gone? No way. I think Barrow was involved in that. Dang it, man. Green flag is out once more here at Michigan for the Skidmark Motorsports 300. The contact right there with that street limit vehicle in that wall. I want to know what happened to Barrow. Oh, there goes the skid mark guy down into, or was that Cheshire? That was Cheshire, the 48. Might have got a penalty.
Yeah, he is looking to come in for a black flag from what I can see. And Barrow just disconnected.
Yeah, I know, but what happened? I didn't think he was involved in that last crash.
Definitely will have to go back and look at it there. I did see him attempt to beat Haynes out of the pits and then immediately tow from pit exit back into his pit box.
I do have it. Let's go take a look. He's moving really slow coming out. And then he just pulled over and left. Nothing happened. That's strange. We're going to have to get with him and figure out what happened there. That's going to give Lynch the opportunity to take it. Okachowski in second for the first time tonight. They're going to be battling it out. This is exactly where Lynch wants to be. He wants to have Hanneman and Coonan and all those guys back there behind him. Coonan now sitting in the 12th spot for right now. Oh no. We have another crash? You're kidding. 3 wide with Justin Harris. Looks like, the 52 of Campbell. Oh, man. That's going to involve Harris, Haynes, Campbell, Coonan, McMillan. Not what you want to see for Coonan being in the point lead right now. Coming out and winning last week's race, giving himself a little bit of a cushion for that championship. But going into Miami, you do not want to be at a deficit. A lot of drivers opting into the pit. Few drivers not going to stay out. Hanneman, Marion, and Cochran. Oh, Barrow said something about Oculus being trash. Well, that's going to put Hanneman and Cochran back up front, but Marion is going to be right there in the middle, starting on the outside. Cochran back up into the top three. Lynch on the outside of him. Chaka being forced to drop back. He was trying to get that wave around, but a couple of the drivers stayed out, unfortunately. Most of our drivers opting into the pits there, but 3 of the drivers not. Like I said, Hanneman, Marion, and Cochran all not going into pits. Everybody else just pitted, but they're going to be about 7-8 laps short. Hanneman especially, he's 7 laps short on everybody else, plus the 7, so he's 14. Pace car off the track. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Hanneman and Marion gonna battle it out here at Michigan. Green flag. Hanneman with the exact restart he wanted, but that's going to put Cochran right there. Marion is going to be falling back into 3rd place. Oh, man. Oh, right up into Andrew Lons. No way. Justin Openchowski. '96, '71, all involved. Lons jumping to the pits. Man, no way. Insane crash. Mind you, these guys still have 30 laps to get to the stage. They got to make it to lap 90.
Unfortunately, another battle with netcode on that one.
Yeah, I seen it. They were pretty far apart. And it looked like Openchowski even tried to save him.
Oh, I bet you they were definitely trying to work with each other there. There's no way those teammates were trying to hurt each other.
Hanneman still opting to stay out there, man. That's crazy.
Leader's driving like a wet noodle.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he was pulling the top line, bottom line swerve there.
He knows better than that. We are at our 5th caution, 61 laps in for the Skidmark Motorsports 300 here at Michigan. We're going to restart it with Shane Cochran on the bottom and Hanneman up top. 8 behind Hanneman and 11 of Marion going to be behind Shane Cochran. Let's see who can get the jump this time. Beautiful battle on that restart. Hanneman and Krozak. Cochran dropping back to 3rd. Mind you, Hanneman is out there. He hasn't pitted since lap 41. So that's going to put him like 13, 14 laps over what the other guys have done so far. He's definitely going to have much older tires and not as much fuel. Let's see how that strategy plays in as we continue to race here. 23 on the outside and 52. Cheshire also trying to catch up. Ballman breaking into the top 10 as well today. He's going to be trying to chase down Klaus Brahm to get that 8th spot away. like we're following along with Kenneth Gallman at the moment. Gallman is going to be looking for Klaus Brahm. He's going to be trying to get into that 8th spot. Go ahead and see if we can ride along with somebody real quick. Oh, Ozek and Hanneman front to back there. Let's see if we can get a good view of what's going on here. These guys are not teammates, so they're just battling it out. Looks like Krozak's opting to take that high side. Great job of maintaining those corners from Krozak. He's led a bunch of these laps already. He knows what to do to get it done. Go ahead and get with Shane Cochran and see what he sees. He's going to be right there behind those guys, following the same line. Krozak. Hanneman's only going to be able to ride that bottom line for so long before he actually loses that momentum. Cochran, nicknamed the Ninja, out there looking to sneak himself in for the win. Coonan now working his way back up to 10th after being in that last incident, or the one before that anyway. Looks like there's only 3 drivers that we don't have on the track right now. Looks like Barrow, Lons, and Haynes. Everybody else seems to be on the track. Number 8 at Krozak pushing right up behind Hanneman. Hanneman dropping down low in those turns still. Like I said, I don't know how much longer that's actually going to work for Hanneman. Unless number 8 is working with him, not trying to pass him. Yeah, he's definitely pushing him. Oh, that got him a little unsettled right there. That might give Krozak the ability to come through the top. Yeah, he's not trying to pass him. He's trying to push him. Oh, here we go. We got a bunch of drivers coming down into the pits. Lynch and Gallman. And Harris. Oh, and Hanneman. That's what we were expecting. We were expecting Hanneman to have to pit sooner than later. That's going to put Krozak and Cochran up front. Cochran's an amazing driver, been here for a really long time. Got a bunch of wins under his belt. He's looking to add another one tonight. the number 8 and that number 86 are going to be teammates. They're all going to be working with Hanneman. Hanneman dropping down low, down into the pits early. Coonan now working his way up to 7th. Cochran slowing down. Looks like he's going to be coming into the pits now. And he is. That's going to leave him by himself coming out. The number 11 down low on the 35 of McCabe. Arian now taking that 3rd spot. Marian able to skate by. McCabe slowing down a little bit right there. That's going to give Coonan, Coonan the ability to pass as well. Coonan from 7th to 4th. Looks like Marian deciding to come down into the pits. Openchowski now down there. Flag is out. Said Openchowski crashed. What? Why would he do that?
A little confused as to why the caution actually came out there.
No, the caution came out because the 96 stopped his car on the bottom of the track. Like, just stopped it.
Yeah.
Well, anybody that just pitted better not come down into the pits. They better try to get that lap back. Krozak, Ashley, Coonan, McCabe, Brom, Cheshire, Yancey, and Wilson are the only ones on the lead lap after that. They're all going to have to pit for those guys to be able to get their lap back. And it looks like they're going to. Yeah, it looks like Openchowski left the race. That was probably the worst way you could have did it. He should have pulled down into the pits and did that and stopped, because it wouldn't have thrown that yellow.
That is correct, and unfortunately he did not take the chance to claim that caution before disconnecting, so we'll definitely have a chat with him post-race.
10-4. Man, that put a bunch of people a lap down. Campbell, Hanneman, Cochran, Gallman, Harris, Colton.
Definitely not great for the field.
bunch of these drivers are going to get their lap back right here in a second. Harris should have never pitted. Well, we are going to have another caution at lap 90 for the stage, so that's going to be interesting. These guys are going to not have a whole lot to run with. Looks like about 10 laps.
That is correct, and the 48 calling out to the field that he is on old tires, riding top line in 4th position, so we're definitely going to see some interesting restarts here.
He's not on any older tires than anybody else. Oh, man. Huge spin-off right there. What just happened? Cochran.
Thank you, Mr. Bird.
Oh, man. Not what you want to see for those drivers. Oh, did I just see another crash right before I switched? McCabe and Wilson. Looks like one went down and one went up. Not what we expected to see leading into stage 3. These guys still have a lot of racing to go. You're going to need to be a little bit more careful if they're going to want to make it to the end of this race. Looks like Harris got a lucky dog on that one. But I think he's still going to be a lap down. Wow, that puts 4 drivers out of the race. That's going to be Openchowski, Haynes, Lons, and Barrow. Well, it looks like Marian is actually going to be leading the podium right now. He's up 18 spots today above Krozak and Kunin. He's going to have 2 lap older tires than those guys, but I don't think that's going to matter. Marian wants to go out and lead some laps. He's going to be battling it out with Krozak. Kunin is going to be right up behind Marian, and then Ashley behind Krozak. Going to be an interesting restart. Lights are off the pace car. 11 and 8 gonna battle it out here for the Skidmark 300 at Michigan. I know Kunin, he's itching for another win. He wants to get as many points as possible going into Miami. He's gonna be the point leader currently for the championship. He's gonna want that trophy on his shelf by the end of this season. All these drivers worked extremely hard to get here. Super excited to see what they have to finish this one out. 83 laps in of 150 laps. They're going to battle it out right now. Green flag. Able to maintain the lead. Looks like he had somebody diving down low right there. Nope, he's going to be up front in front of Krozak and Marian at the moment. Krozak and Kunin back together trying to fight off everybody else. They're going to be trying to maintain that lead, but Lynch, he's not going to let it go. He's right there on the inside of Marian looking to take that 4th spot for himself. Lynch also trying to get as many points as possible here. Hanneman on the outside of the 11, breaking free. Oh, 92 up into the wall. Big fight right here. 92, 3 wide, 11, 86. Oh, and there goes the 92. And I believe that is going to be our stage. Oh, unfortunately, that looks like it might have been on the 86. Was it Yancey able to stop it before it hit the wall? I hope so. Oh. Just barely making contact with that wall right there. Hopefully that didn't do too much damage. He's going to come down and try to get some of that damage fixed. But that does look like it was on the 86 of Shane Cochran, unfortunately. Bunch of our drivers deciding to come down into the pits. Krozak, Kunin, Hanneman, Lynch, Brom, Gallman. A bunch of them decided to come in. That might give those other guys the opportunity to maybe possibly get some laps back. Here they all come back out of the pits. I do believe that was our stage as well.
That is correct.
All right, that was correct, and that is going to be our stage for stage 2. We're going to kick it off with stage 3 here. 60 more laps. Did we get a claim on that one?
Yes, we did. Mr. Cochran in the 86 car went ahead and claimed that one.
Oh, man. I had a feeling, but dang it, not what you wanted to see for Cochran fighting in those points. The Ninja is definitely going to need a little miracle to get back up through the front, but if anybody can pull it off, it's him. Cochran starting back in the 12th position. Here we go, double file, 33 of Lynch on the inside, Hanneman on the outside. Gallman, Brom, and Ashley leading out your top 5. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. Last stage for the second to the last race of the season. Michigan, always an iconic race here at GEC. Always stuff going on in this last part of the stage. Super excited to see how they're going to cross this finish line. They've been side by side this entire race, so we're about to see what they can do. Krozak and Kunin starting in a little bit towards the back. They're going to be bumper to bumper right here on this restart, so that could possibly help them get up back towards the front, being with a teammate. Pace car off the track, 38 and 33, going to battle it out here at Michigan. To the restart zone, green flag. Hanneman getting the restart he wanted there. Going to be a little bit in front of Lynch by 0.3. Lynch going to be trying to chase him down. Lynch also has Gallman behind him. He's going to be one of Lynch's teammates, so that's going to help him out significantly. Let's see how well Hanneman can hold him off. Battle for 7th place. Chad Ashley and Cheshire looking to swap spots there. Ashley not having it. That 48 of Cheshire's trying to get up with his teammate of Klaus Brahm right up in front of him, that Racers for Christ. They're going to be looking to work together on this. Coonan diving on the inside of Gallman down there, looking for the 8. 54 up into the wall! Not sure what happened there. Oh, he just didn't turn. Ashley's still sitting on the track. Just now jumping to the pits. Wonder what happened. Lynch still trying to fight his way up towards Hanneman, but now he's got a problem. Krozak is going to be on his backside with Coonan as well. Hanneman's backup has showed up. 8 looking on the inside of Lynch. He's going to make it happen right here. "55 laps to go here at Michigan to finish out the Skid Mark Motorsports 300. Thank you all for being here. This has been an exciting race so far. 38 still out in the front, dominating. Raymond Hanneman. Brahm and Cheshire now linked up. They're going to be teammates for that Racers for Christ. They're going to be trying to push each other up into that top 5, looking for Gallman and Lynch. Gallman and Lynch also teammates. Those two teammates are looking for the other front teammates for that Eternal Racing team up front. Oh, I might have said that wrong, actually. Yeah, the Racing Edge team, sorry. Oh, what? Hanneman up into the wall. Looks like he was riding the wall there for a second. 8 catching him. Gonna push him back up to speed. Still quite interested in what happened to Ashley, which is still in the pit. Gallman giving Lynch a little leeway there. Not trying to get up right behind his teammate, but he's going to need to get up to that bumper and push him. Looks like Brahm made his way back up there. He's going to be trying to fight him off. Brahm and his teammate at Cheshire doing a great job tonight. They've maintained, I believe, in the top 10 the whole night. But currently our biggest mover is going to be David Culleton in that 99 Kabuto. He's just out there killing it tonight here at Michigan. Up 13 spots. Checking back in with the lead. Tyler Krozak is now past Raymond Hanneman for the lead. He's going to give him a little bit of a gap, but now Hanneman going to be in the middle of Krozak and Coonan. Lynch is going to be falling back. Lynch and Gallman still trying to make it work. They're still trying to fight off Klaus Brahm. Brahm making big moves, just staying right there with him. Looks like they are starting to close that gap on the front group there. The 8, the 85, and the 23 still doing a great job working together. Looks like Cheshire came back out on the track. McMillan now onto the pit lane. Cheshire now back into the pit lane. Weird. Yeah, that's crazy. I'm not sure. Cheshire must be having like technical issues with his rig or something. It looks like McMillan is still in the pits as well. He was doing really good tonight. .54 of Ashley down low. He's going to be passed by our leader, Prozac, at the moment. Prozac with the most laps led here tonight at Michigan. 45 laps to go. Looks like Hanneman and Coonan are side by side fighting. Coonan able to get up in front of Hanneman right there. Prozac creating a little bit of a gap. 0.3 on second place of Coonan. Cochran and Gallman still trying to fight their way back up there. They're not that far off. They're only about a second off the leader. Chad Ashley dropping like a rock. Wonder what's going on with him. Not able to maintain speed. I don't even see any damage or anything. Hanneman out there by himself now. Coonan trying to chase down Krozak. Gallman now passing Lynch as well. They're only going to be 0.6 behind Hanneman. Hanneman's going to have to pick it up a little bit, or else that pack right there behind him is going to wind up passing him. Ooh, we got some pit stops going on. Coonan, Krozak, Hanneman, Harris all coming down. And Culleton. And Yancey as well. Both Yanceys. That's going to put Gallman and Lynch in the lead, but they are now coming down into the pits. We got Gallman, Lynch, Brahm, and Marion all coming in. Cochran. And Chaka, Elliott. That's going to put McCabe up front. Klaus Brahm is now coming in as well. Here comes McCabe. As these guys cycle out of those green flag pits right there, Coonan, Hanneman, Krozak, Lynch, Harris are all going to be in the top 5. Ballman dropping back a few spots, unfortunately. He's not going to be able to help his partner Lynch. Lynch still up into the 4th spot, looking to break through that top pack still. Krozak, Hanneman, and Coonan. Just hasn't been able to do it tonight. They're just lightning fast. I know Lynch ain't trying to give up nothing. There he goes with one of his teammates, Skidmark Racing Menchaca, out there in the 32. He's going to be, looks like a couple laps down, unfortunately. Not able to do anything as far as getting himself up there, but he can definitely help his teammate get up there. They're going to be looking at the back of Krozak. Harris and Marion are going to be battling it out right here for 5th. .32 dives low on the 8. Menchaca catching up to the 8 car. Not sure how he managed that one, but Coonan still battling it out with Hanneman. Hanneman looking to catch up to Coonan and take that front spot. Ride along with Lynch for a minute and see what he sees. Oh, he sees the back of that 8 car. He wants it. Hanneman and Noonan are way up there. It's like they're about to pass a lapped car. Lynch with that Lynch's handyman's paint scheme. He's out there looking for blood. He wants that number 8. Gonna be back up on the backside of Menchaca, looking on the inside. Man, they're right up against that wall. Oh, Menchaca into the wall hard. Lynch losing his partner right there, unfortunately. Up into the wall. Lost significant spots and speed. "30 laps to go here at Michigan to finish out the Skidmark Motorsport 300. Thomas Coonan now creating the biggest gap we've seen so far, 0.6. Hanneman trying to fight off that lap traffic of Brad Wilson. Marion wants that spot, man. He's been looking at Lynch for a little while now. Lynch is starting to steadily lose a little speed to him. Marion, let's see if he's able to get that spot from Lynch. Menchaca back up in front of Harris right there. Causing a little bit of problems for him, so he can't get up behind him, behind his partner Lynch there. Marion able to get enough speed to get up on the inside of that 33. Let's see if he can actually take that spot away. As the 33 slows down a little bit to make it around that turn, it looks like he's going to get the advantage. Chaka and Harris side by side as well. And Chaka able to get that little bit of speed over Harris, able to take that away. Man, Marion and Lynch are just battling it out, though. Looks like Coonan's got a problem with Hanneman as well. Or, no. He's 1.1 seconds in front of Hanneman at the moment. Biggest gap we've seen for our leader all night. But Hanneman's also going to be 4 seconds in front of Krozak. So that front group is split up significantly. $11 and 33, still shaking it out here. $25 to go. I still think these guys have to pit. I'm actually pretty sure they still have to pit. I'm sure a bunch of these guys are hoping for that caution, but it doesn't look like it's going to be happening anytime soon. We got that green flag pit stop coming up, I know it. Everybody, looks like everybody pitted on lap 110 or 111. So 40 whole laps. I don't think they had 40 laps in the gas tank. They might have had 30. Well, at this point, it looks like it's Coonan's race to lose. And Chaka now creeping underneath the 11 of Marion, trying to give a little bit more support to Lynch. Didn't think he was going to be able to make it back up there with Lynch, but it does look like he's making it. Giving Marion some problems down low. Doesn't look like he's got the speed he needs off of exit to keep up with Marion, but he's definitely catching up to him in the entrances. Coonan losing a little bit of that gap to Hanneman. Hanneman's now only 0.75 behind Coonan. Krozak is actually losing a little bit of space to Lynch. Lynch now gaining pretty heavily on Krozak. He's going to have to maintain that momentum for 20 laps. Oh, Lynch down into the pits. Yep, they are going to have to pit one more time before the end of this race. It looks like they're opting to do that now. Gallman, Lynch down into the pit road. Let's see who opts out this time around. Harris now passing Marion. Marion coming down into pit road. Coonan now still in the lead. He has not pitted yet. Neither is Hanneman or Krozak. Here we go. Coonan is going to come down in, but Hanneman opting to stay out. Krozak also coming in. Oh, Krozak spins. That is not going to be good for Krozak. He may lose the position to Lynch as we cycle out. That is going to keep Hanneman up front in the lead. Justin Harris trying to chase him down 6 seconds back. Nope, Hanneman's coming in. That's going to put Harris up front. Harris also coming in. McCabe's staying out. That's going to put McCabe up front. McCabe sneaking in a couple of those lead laps. Hanneman, Harris, and Braum now opted into the pit. Braum now coming down into pit lane as well. McCabe and Cochran, the only two that have not pitted yet. Cochran's also 18 seconds behind McCabe. They're going to have to come down in this time, I bet. Yep, there goes McCabe. Cochran's going to be coming in as well, I believe. I'm not sure if he has a choice. Yep. You see the fire come out of the pipes. He's coming down into pit lane. That is going to put Thomas Coonan back up front. With Hanneman right behind him. Not right behind him. 2.2 seconds behind him. And then Harris and then Lynch. Lynch, oh man, I thought he was going to be able to get into that third spot. But he's now going to be 4 seconds behind Justin Harris. McCabe moving at a slow speed. Culleton moving around the track pretty quickly. 14 laps to go here to finish out the Skidmark Motorsport 300, ladies and gentlemen. Krozak unfortunately did lose that spot to Lynch. But Lynch is not that far off. If Krozak can get back up there in the next 14 laps, that is going to put Lynch back into 5th place. But it looks like Coonan and Hanneman. Coonan now behind Ashley, trying to make his way around some lap traffic. Yep, just as we thought, Krozak right up behind Wesley Lynch. He's going to be looking to get up into that top 5. Or, I mean, take that 4th spot away from Wesley Lynch. Oh, and we have a caution. That is going to involve Menchaca.
Yes, sir.
What happened? Looked like he just fucking... whoops. Looks like he just flew down into the wall. Pardon my language there, ladies and
You
gentlemen.
have been given 2 wave rounds.
Wow. Not what we expected here with only 12 to go. Do we have any explanation what had happened there? Looks like race control is trying to figure out what just happened. That is going to cause us to re-rack them up. So we got Link with Hanneman up in the booth. Hanneman, you got a copy?
Got a copy.
Hey, man, we talked to your partner earlier. You guys are out there working hard, pushing each other around the track. You, the 8, and the 23, doing an amazing job just trying to keep your guys' race alive. What's going through your mind out there?
I'm trying to win. I feel bad for Atlanta, so I want to get that back. Come on.
Nah, I hear you. I hear you. Well, we're coming into 11 to go, the 9th caution of the night. Not really expected that we were going to have another caution tonight. We thought we were going to run it out. But how does this shake it up for you guys?
I've already told the guys, I've told everybody that the apron's really good to drive on, and I'm not afraid to drive on that apron to get by some people. So we'll see how this goes. If I do an insane slider like stage 1, you're going to see it. It's just for the fans, so we'll see how it goes.
Well, we've actually seen it a couple times already tonight where you hit the bottom of the track and was able to slide up in front of the driver in front of you and do it successfully. So we look forward to seeing a couple of those maneuvers at the end of the race.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Hanneman. Good luck out there, and we look forward to seeing you in the winner's circle.
Awesome. Thanks, bud.
Yes, sir. All right. One of our top guys tonight, Raymond Hanneman, part-time GEC driver, 2-time champion here at GEC. We're going to go ahead and restart it off. Coonan versus Hanneman. Lynch versus Harris. It's also going to put Kozak back in the runnings as well. Hopefully Lynch can get a decent start. Harris looking for his win as well. He doesn't want to give up. We're only going to have 9 to go, so these guys are going to be pushing hard like it's a sprint. Mind you, Coonan, he's still up front, but man, he's so close to being out of the front running for the playoffs that he needs to really be careful on this restart. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Back to it here at Michigan. Green flag. Coonan with a decent restart on that one, but Hanneman's not going to be letting him get away. Ian Hanneman's a part-time driver. He doesn't have as much to lose except for glory, but Coonan, he's got a lot on the line to come home and take this one back. And we have a yellow flag, ladies and gentlemen. No. Lynch and Krozak. No way. Oh, it was netcode. Lynch, Krozak, and Marian all involved. Doesn't look like they took too much damage, though. That is going to put them towards the back of the pack, unfortunately. Dang it. Yancey just crashed? Oh, he had to lock him up. Good move. That could have been a disaster. Oh, Lynch starting back in 12th. Man, that sucks for those drivers. Might as well pit. They're all the way in the back. Get those fresh tires. See if you can get a good run for the front in the last few laps to go. Oh, netcode sucks. Well, I know if that Racing Edge team wasn't nervous before, they should be now. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Lawns. I'm thinking them going in and getting new tires is definitely going to help. But are they going to be able to get back up there with only 5 laps to go, you know what I mean? Or 4 laps to go. Here we go for the final battle here at Michigan. 23 versus the 85. But you guys see him as the 38, unfortunately. He is the number 85. He just got the wrong paint job on. Harris and McCabe going to battle it out. McCabe up into 4th place for the first time tonight. Lights are off the pace car. Pace car's off the track. Here we go. Only 4 to go. Restart zone. Green flag. Ooh, a little bit of a jumble up right there towards the beginning. Looks like these guys got it together now. Oh, no way. No way. '99 at Culleton, Gallman, and Krozak all involved into that crash. Looked like it was caused by Gallman checking up a little bit. Krozak just got collected, same as Culleton, and the 92 as well. Doesn't look like Culleton took too much damage. Yancey just jumped to the pit for some reason. That's weird. Well, looks like we're going with the unofficial green-white checkered. You guys just need to hold it together for a couple more laps. Looks like Coonan and Hanneman are going to battle it out one more time here tonight. Justin Harris and McCabe also right there next to each other. This is going to be a decent little battle for some points on the last part of tonight. Wasn't expecting this many cautions, but same thing happened in the truck race. Huge green flag stints, and then all of a sudden right towards the end, just everybody started pushing way too hard. It does unfortunately look like Shane Cochran was involved in that, and he may be to blame. Here we go. Oh, looks like Brahm made his way back up into the top 5 as well. Good for him. Coonan, Hanneman, Harris, McCabe, Brahm, Cochran, Campbell, Marion, Lynch, and Krozak for our top 10. Where'd Culleton go? There's no way that caused him that much damage. Pace car off the track. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. 23-38, gonna battle it out. Green flag. No way. No way did that just happen. Richard Elliott and Krozak get into each other. What happened to Krozak? We'll have to go back and look at that. Unfortunately, we don't have time. Looks like Coonan getting the jump that he wanted on Hanneman right there. Hanneman, Coonan side by side coming in for the last lap. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. One more lap to go. No more cautions. Final battle. 38, 23, 35. Battling it out. 35 not trying to let go. He wants that win. 23 pushing Hanneman into that corner right there. They're going to have a nice little launch. 35 ain't playing around. He's not trying to... Oh, up into the wall, pushing too hard. 38 takes home the win. Raymond Hanneman comes out, part-time driver, comes home with the win. He is a two-time champion, so he does have the skill to be able to do it. So congratulations to Hanneman, Coonan, and McCabe. We will be right back with your driver interviews. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here on the track with Raymond Hanneman coming out with the checkered flag here tonight. Raymond, how's it feel coming home with the win for the second to the last race of the season?
Feels great. I'm glad to be back in Victory Road with the 85 team, and glad to get another win for the third season in a row. So it's nice.
No, it's great seeing you out there again. Obviously, fighting back and forth with Coonan and Krozak all night long. Just amazing job by all of you guys staying up front. Is there anybody you'd like to thank for tonight's race?
Oh man, I gotta thank you guys. Gotta thank the guys. I gotta thank Coonan and Kozrak for racing clean and stuff like that. All the competitors out there, they race amazing every single week, and last 2 seasons it's been very welcoming and stuff like that. Just because just a part-time driver, not a full-time, it's still nice to come back and see familiar faces, race with respect. So we gotta thank them. I gotta thank Eternal Racing. I thank iStats, Triple Stint Racing for all the gloves, the P1 gloves. Got to thank them quite a bit. Moza, all the guys. Some old sponsors. Got to thank Laughing Llama Wraps for doing an amazing job at the league. Girlfriend Tash, mom, all the supporters. I don't even know who else to thank. There's so many of them, but yeah, I'm just glad to be back in Victory Road.
Awesome. Well, congratulations, man, and we look forward to seeing you come out full-time next season.
We'll see. It's still up in the air yet. I gotta see the tracks first, and we'll be deciding there in the off season.
All right. Well, while you go take care of yourself, we will definitely look forward to seeing you out in the winner's circle again.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Absolutely. And we'll move on to our second place. Thomas Coonan winning it last week, coming out here with another podium. Just wasn't able to clutch it over Hanneman tonight. What's going through your mind?
Honestly, I'm glad that I feel good about today. We had a great points day with the 23 team. We definitely came out here and showed up with some business to do, and we conducted that business here and got some great stage points throughout the race. And of course, coming here with a podium, it's always great. And definitely working with that 85 and 8 and 86 sometimes was really great, and definitely was a wonderful time to be on the track with these guys, especially some great racing with that 85 team.
Yeah, you guys were going back and forth, slide jobs after slide jobs. You guys are doing such an amazing job. Even Krozak himself up there, you guys were pushing so hard. It was great to see you guys competing that hard and that clean.
Absolutely. It's always wonderful to see that on the track.
Thank you so much for that. And is there anybody you'd like to thank for tonight's race?
I'd like to thank my spotter, Jay Monin. Definitely would have not been able to do it without him, and also everyone else on the team with working with Hanneman and Krozak and Colton, and of course Cochran. Definitely awesome to working with all the guys who put together great results and put in their effort and come up with great strategies and work those strategies to a perfection. Definitely got to shout out those guys who sponsor me, who are Pit Pass Network, MIZ Business and Consulting, Revlivit Workshop, THD Designs occasionally, and definitely all those guys. And then, of course, Team Conti, as they help me with coaching and stuff like that to get better in my journey on iRacing. And, of course, you guys putting up one hell of a show and definitely making sure that the races are clean and fair.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for being here each and every week. And right now you're currently in the points leading as far as I know, going into the championship race at Miami. Good luck, man. And, man, it's looking like that championship is yours to lose.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. All right. As we move on to our next driver, up 15 spots for the day, McCabe in the 35 coming out and smacking it out of the park, taking home another podium this season. How's it feel?
Feels great, especially for the season I've had. Especially not being able to run full time. It was very dicey. I was trying to stay out of everyone's way. I got in a couple cars, so apologies to Brad over at Tachyon, and I believe it was 02. I kind of moved up, and he did an amazing save. So tip of the hat to them. But yeah, solid third place after everything we've been through. We've been up and down through the field multiple times, so it feels good.
No, you definitely came out and put on a hell of a show. And again, being a GEC veteran, I mean, you've done many races with these guys, and still being able to come through that kind of competition on the track and pull out a podium. Congratulations.
Thank you, appreciate it. And tip of the hat to Ellswick, everything he does over at IT and Audi Sports Group. Well, much appreciated. He does a lot more behind the scenes than people realize, so tip of the hat to him.
Awesome. Well, anybody you'd like to thank for tonight's race?
Everyone at IT and Audi Sports, Tachyon, and then all you guys with GEC, everyone up in the booth. You guys do a great job. Appreciate it.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. Thank you to all the drivers. Thank you to all the viewers. Thank you to everybody that has anything to do to make this stuff work. You guys are all amazing, and we always look forward to being here for you guys, and we look forward to seeing everybody out there at Miami next week. Good luck to all the drivers, and good luck to everybody else. We'll see you next time.